All right, hello everyone. Welcome to Sinful Gaming. Hope you're all doing well. Hope everyone's staying safe, and most of all, hope you're all fighting that war against the grey. Welcome to the Sunday Hobby Hangouts, and I hope all doing fantastic. I'm onto the last models in my Start Collecting Deepkin, which is these eels, and I've gone for Ishlayan Guard. Why? I don't really know. I like them. I think they look cooler with the shield and sword. So let's get on to painting these guys up. Guys, are they all guys? Or is there a girl in the unit? Do we have the option? Is there a female? Oh, yeah, there is a female in the unit. Cool. So to start with, I've got them based Corax white, but we're going to put a wash on top of that. Find a decent brush for it, for what we want to do. We're going to grab a decent amount of water. And then we're going to put some Druchii Violet on them. Some really watered down Druchii Violet. Some really watered down Druchii Violet just to give us that first sort of tone I want. I'm just going to keep nicely with the rest of the colour that we've used. And so what has everyone been up to hobby-wise over the weekend? I hope everyone's managed to get some hobby in. Oop, and I just dropped him. So we're going to paint the eels up entirely, and then we'll work on the Wassail Guard on top once we're done. So that's what we're going for. Just see the colour. Just a light little colouring. Hey Andrew, nice to see you there, man. Hope you're doing well, buddy. Long time no see. Oh, I totally should have reached out to you. We have a Slowbro campaign going on with the local group. Well, with a new sort of local group. We've got a new gaming club. We're gaming area. We're using a Dragon's Lair in Salisbury. So we might have to get you down for some games sometime. But I'm working on for a Slowbro campaign at the moment. I'll start collecting box. And so that's that done. Just while we wait, so these are going to dry, so we might pop them to the side. So I might actually do a wash of, I guess, my next project. Sneak peek. What we're working on next is these. This is my Halloween army project. For anyone who doesn't know what these are, this is some Ossiarch Bone Reapers. And so, well, while we wait for the wash to dry on those eels, we get doing the wash on these guys. When I can find the color I want. Where do I put my Agrax? Unless I never used Agrax. Hey, G the Hyper Sapien, nice to see them, man. All right. So what's this special painting project, Andrew? Don't keep me in the dark, buddy. Ooh, beasts. You've been talking to Joel too much, haven't you? You've been talking to those measured boys too much, I think, painting up beasts. Ooh, beasts of corn. Ah, so you're going the Minotaur list? Yeah. As soon as you said a line, I'm like, oh, that's not following in Joel's footsteps anymore. He's going to consider you a filthy traitor. Sounds pretty darn awesome, man. I like the sound of it. Different, which is cool. Really like the sound of that, man. Like, I would be up for playing that. But yeah, that sounds wicked awesome, man. I really look forward to seeing them on the table. Not sure if I'll be able to get to Southern, unfortunately. Real life stuff is just too busy around that time. Hey, Charlie, nice to see you there, mate. Hope you're doing well. And what hobby have you been doing this past weekend, if any? What hobby have you bought this past weekend? Anyone in chat picked up a Gargant? Oh, nice. Maggotkin, that sounds awesome, man. Glazing certainly is an interesting technique. I used it a lot on my greens for my cities and Stormcast. Glazing over green with yellow to give it like a nice, bright, vibrant tint is really cool. At the moment, I'm just quickly putting down a wash on the OBR. Main thing I'm working on tonight is these guys. Just waiting for that wash to dry, so I figured I'd chuck down the bone wash on the OBR while I wait for that to dry. Be productive while I wait for something else. But these will be my next project. I want to get a Death Army up on the channel for Halloween. Would be the so hopefully you can see these guys in a battle report and trying to get a Death Army done. So when we do our first narrative campaign on the channel, I'll have the ability to play a Destruction, a Chaos, a Death, and an Order army in the campaign. So it'll be the 4 Grand Alliances all playing out. And yeah, that's fair, Andrew. Like, I will pick one up. I think the price for me, I can't say it's reasonable, but it's not put me off buying one. It's just I'm not buying it on launch anymore. I'm being tighter on the release than I otherwise would be if they're a little bit cheaper. At the moment, trying to buy up the Lumineth Force that I'm trying to do. They'll get painted up eventually as well and get them on the channel. So yeah, we're just throwing on a shade on these. I'll leave these and I'll have 10 of these guys to start off painting for my OBR. I've got 1,500 points there. I've got Tunits to 10 more tech. I've got Vokmordian. I've got a Bone Shaper. I've got 6 of the I forget the name. Not the Immortus Guard, the other variation of the kit. And then I've got 6 Morghasts. And so that'll be the a 1,500 point Bone Reaper's Force just done. So we're going to go for pretty light bone color. And then we're going to do lots of sea sort of colors. So I'll do like a blue highlighted with a green. The idea is that these Bone Reapers are going to be made with the bones of great sea monsters. And no good getting a new book. I, at the moment, would be surprised if anyone's got a new book on the horizon now. I don't think we're going to see many new army books now. With Broken Realms coming out, I think we're going to see updates via Broken Realms, but I don't think we'll see new army books for a little bit. I reckon at earliest Nurgle might get one next year. But they did get a significantly good boost in Wrath of the Everchosen, which was really cool. So, yeah, I think you just need to go into more. I think you just need to go into more Praetorian, which always probably. And like, I don't even think Petrifex is bad. Like, I still think Petrifex itself is still good. Like, the ability to have Ren 2 on there. I don't even think Petrifex is bad. Like, I still think Petrifex itself is still good. Like, the ability to have Ren 2 on their swords is still great to me. Narratively, I'll probably run these guys as Petrifex just because the whole Dino Bones, Great Sea Monster Bones, it sort of all goes together. The idea will be they'll all have like megalodon teeth shaped bones for their swords. So that's why they get the extra rend. But yeah, I'm working on putting together a narrative story for 4 different factions. So I believe our first campaign on the channel, the participants we're looking at putting in for the campaign will be Ossiarch Bone Reapers for death, Gloomspike Gits for destruction, Stormcast Eternals for order, and Beasts of Chaos for chaos. believe that'll be the 4 armies we start with in our first narrative campaign. Fire Slayers. If you're going to go to start collecting, there's some good lists out of start collecting. The multiple Magma Drop list is decent. Like, in all honesty, there's been a list going around of multiple Magma Drops that's done quite well. If you're not going to go through the start collecting, I would suggest investing in Hearthguard Berserkers. Finish the Senate. I have my Fire Slayers painted up here, Andrew. Nice bright blue runes. Two-tone Mohawk. So it look pretty cool. Blonde beards. Just got to finish them up as well, so they'll probably be on the painting desk sometime soonish. Yeah. There's more Teca drying, so the eels are ready to go. So we'll get a bit of powdered witch flesh. I'm just going to pick out some of these creases. Just going to work our way down the body. Picking out all the creases along the eel. Yeah, I decided, like, Fire Slayers are easy to paint. I made it difficult. I got bored. I guess it's the sameness as some of the models. So I did a bit extra. Yeah, luckily I am going to go into the loft now. I'm going to go into the big, the multiple Magma Drops build. Yeah, well, that's what I did. I wasn't a fan of the generic orange, so I put greens and bright blues in there. But yeah. Now, like fire slaves for fun. I'll probably go back to them. I've got to finish my magma drop over there, and then I've got to base all of them. So got a little bit to do left on them. I do hope that we get more models for fire slaves, some different things for fire slaves in the future. They definitely need it more than any other faction. They just lack substantial variety, I think. One ill. First lot of highlights. No worries, Charlie. Thank you very much for dropping by. Don't forget to leave a like for the video. Helps immensely. Ciao for now. First guard are just cool, man. Like, but yeah, I'm definitely going into the Lofnir build. Just because I like the idea of playing Magma Drops better, I think it's the cooler army. Well, there's anything wrong with Hearthguard. I just think the Magma Drop army is the cooler one to play. I'd love to see like some other things. I don't know, maybe some sort of mini Droth cavalry or. But yeah, give me a sec, Andrew, and I will add you into the chat we've got going for like the new little local community, so you can come hang out in that. It's like more community up north this way. You have been added to it on Facebook. What would you add in there, Andrew, to stop every army being the same? Like, what would you add to Fire Slayers? You think they just need some? You don't think they need any more units? I think what would be cool, what I thought for Fire Slayers that might be cool, would be, say, like a. Yeah, that's true. Like your Volkats. I'm gonna get some Talsar blue now. I'm gonna stipple down some stripes down the back of these eels. Yeah, that's fair. Not even rolling. It'd be cool. Like I thought, like a flame cannon would be cool. Yeah, there's certainly like things. So we're just doing some patterns on the back of the eels. Just stippling them down. No, it's not too perfect. It looks more like scales if you're stippling it rather than painting them on. That's what we're going for. Yeah, that's what I was thinking about. Like, take the old dwarf flame cannon. So, but yeah, it'd be interesting to see like people could do with fire slayers, like giving a go over. And so, almost finished these eels. There's 2 of the stripes down, 1 to go. And then I can get working on the armor, but we'll probably leave that for another night. I gotta do some stuff on the fins first though, before we call it a night. Right, so that's that pan. Now we're just going to put a bit of a wash, darker wash. So we're going to use Drakenhof now, just to do the ends of the fins. All right, well, we're going to call it there for a night, guys. So thank you all for coming along and hanging out. We've got the Eels pretty much done. And time for bed for me. I've got a game in the morning that we're recording up for the channel. So we will catch you all again later. Stay safe, everyone. Stay well. And most of all, keep fighting that war against the grey. Ciao for now.